My name is Soleil Mora, and currently I'm studying Horticulture and Business Management. I was born in Venezuela originally, but I studied high school in Costa Rica with a focus in biology.
My name is Codrin. I'm 22, I come from Romania, and my previous education was a high school in mathematics informatics profile. We have a family company back home in ornamental plants, and I want to take over the company. So I wanted something that would focus on both plants and the business side, and for me horticulture and business management was the best fit. In this study you have the possibility to choose the exact species that you're tackling, the exact kind of plants that you're dealing with. And for example, we have a cultivation project in year 2 when we really get the chance of choosing the plants that we want to grow and market year round.
Throughout the study, we have the opportunity to go to the different facilities that involve research. For example, go to the labs, the chemistry labs, the tissue culture labs, but also the biology labs. And you can also come to the greenhouse and have the work experience, like in touch with the plants actually they're growing. So it gives you a full overview of the sector. There is a library where you can go and study after class or before class and do your homework, work in a group project, or just research in any topic. I choose the Netherlands because this is the second largest exporter in horticulture, and it also is a key in the production of developing new research inside of the horticultural sector. Den Bosch is a very nice city. It's not so big. It's also very fun. There's lots of activities throughout the year, and you can have a bosjebollen that's really typical Dutch. Well, the atmosphere of the house is very versatile, it's very fun, it's very calm. You have lots of multicultural experiences because all your classmates come from all over the world.
In my year, there were a lot of people from South America as well. We had people from Germany, we had people at the beginning from England, we had people from the USA, so basically we had people from all around the world, also Vietnam, and we had the opportunity to interact with each other and to learn something about the cultures of each other.
My third year internship, I'm planning to do one abroad in Ecuador and the second one here in the Netherlands at Wageningen University.
I did my internship here at Esveld. It's a really nice company located in Boskoop, the Netherlands. I had the chance of interacting with so many kinds of plants, and it was an interesting experience because I had the chance of interacting with Cor and spending time together with Cor and Piet, my supervisor. I think the gardening business in Romania is way less developed than here, but I see a potential in there, and I think I'm going to have a role in growing the sector.
For the future, I see myself like first graduating the HAS, having my degree, and I know this will be very helpful because I can easily, with my degree, find a new job. But I would like to continue my study further on with a master's degree. Work here in the Netherlands and then go back to Latin America and bring all this knowledge I've learned.
Interesting video. At the table now, Tamara Verhoeven and Alexander Christake to tell us more about the interesting program, Horticulture and Business Management. Maybe again a quick introduction, Tamara?
I'm Tamara. I'm also a lecturer at Horticulture and Business Management. I've worked here at the house for about 5 years now. I've previously worked in breeding companies like BASF and DSV, and before that I was a consultant in the UK for crop management.
Right, so you also bring your international experience to the classroom.
Yeah.
Good to hear. And Alexander, how about yourself?
I'm Alex, I'm 20 years old, I'm from Bucharest, Romania, and I'm a first year student, HBM.
Thank you for joining. Tamara, what's the study program about?
Well, as the title suggests, it's about horticulture and business management, so we are combining horticulture knowledge about plants, but also on how to become an entrepreneur and how to use that in setting up your own business or consulting a business. And so it consists of plant and economic modules.
All right, if we dive into the curriculum, can you give us some highlights?
Again, it's a very practical course, so we have some theory in the first and the second year mostly, but we also start with a practical part where people can do an internship in the fourth term of the first year. There's lots of excursions to companies as well. In the second year, they can already start with their own cultivation project where they're already trying to apply their knowledge so far, which takes the whole year. And it's from start to finish, so they can, in the end, also sell their product if they want. Then there is an internship year, so again, international or national internship and a minor that they can do. And in the fourth year, they choose their specialization, which is either business management, cultivation and technology, or plant science, applied plant research.
Very diverse.
Yes, that's true. Before graduating on an assignment, a professional assignment for a company.
Like all our programs do, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Why is horticulture and business management so important here in the Netherlands?
Well, the Netherlands is really good at horticulture. In fact, I think the Netherlands exports about 80% of all the products that it produces in the horticultural sector. Not only does it export its products, it also exports a lot of its knowledge, either through the people that graduate from the Netherlands and go all over the world, or that we actually send people out to show them how horticulture is done over here.
That sounds very relevant. Alex, was that also for you the reason to come to the Netherlands?
Because the Netherlands is very well known for his horticultural achievements, and I want to get a good education.
Good to hear. You're in your first year now?
Yep.
And does it meet up to the expectations so far?
Yeah.
That's good to hear. What's been your favorite module so far? And why was that?
Well, he probably doesn't dare say anything apart from my module.
So Tamara, would you please leave the door?
Maybe plant and environment, because we had an assignment. We had to do a taxonomy project, and we had to go around the city and find plants and write about them and take pictures. So yeah, this was interesting. I didn't expect that.
Really applied, not just books, but really going out in the street and finding.
Yeah, out in the street. Yeah.
That sounds interesting. Good. That's good to know. Thank you very much. You guys do internships abroad as well. You've not been there, I guess?
No, not yet.
Tamara, do you think there's students around in the audience that can tell us something about their internships abroad?
Just looking, but I don't think we have any third-year students around, to be honest, or fourth years. No?
That's probably because they're all abroad doing their internships then, is it? Because also you send them abroad, right?
Yeah, there is a compulsory internship abroad, so you have to be at least 15 weeks abroad to do an internship, but most of our students are already from out of the Netherlands, so they probably choose an internship somewhere other than the country where they came from. And they always come back quite different from when they started, so it's always very interesting to see the experience they bring back and also the personal growth they go through.
That's indeed very interesting to see. I love that bit myself as well. You guys did a challenge as well, I think, the Salty Soil Challenge, if I'm not mistaken. We got a short video of that, so let's have a look.
Hey, I'm Kate.
And I'm Ronald. We are second year students of Horticulture Business Management at the Haas University, and we are wondering if we can remove salts from the soil. Our challenge is to turn this into this. One problem of this is salty soils. The huge problem with conventional agriculture in dry areas is the accumulation of salts.
The pot represents degraded land. It's filled with sand, salt, and nutrients.
So these plants are able to absorb salt. How much? That is the question.
To answer that question, we are going to measure the plant's uptake of salt.
We do that by harvesting the plants and drying them in an oven of 800 degrees Celsius. That's so hot, only the salts remain.
So let's go show you our project now. Our results show the plants are taking up salt. This could be a solution for the salinization of soils.
Who knows, maybe you can continue this research. Now we know more about removing salts from the soil, although we have more questions than answers.
If this topic interests you, there would be plenty of opportunities at Haas University to develop this knowledge. Come to an open day or visit the website to explore your possibilities.
That was an interesting one. Tamara, about other interesting things, what jobs do your graduates get? What's the perspective?
It varies on the specialization that they choose in the end, of course, but it can be from setting up their own business or taking over an existing business in the sector or advising, consultancy. Can also be junior breeder, for example, in one of the international breeding companies that we have here. So it's actually quite wide.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you already got an idea what you're going to do, Alex, in 4 years from now?
I would like to get more into permaculture, but I will discover more. I'm just the first year.
You've got time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. So the career prospects are very good then for the
Yeah,
program,
I
is it?
think actually about half to 60% of the students already have a job lined up before they graduate, because we have such close contacts with industry.
Yeah.
They do their internships there, they also do their professional assignments there, they do projects for the companies, so the companies are already picking out the students they want for future employees.
Well, that's a great compliment for you as a program, I
Yeah,
guess.
definitely. We're
Good.
very proud of it.
That's good to hear. We've got some more questions, I think, on the panel. Please keep them coming, on our WhatsApp or on the YouTube channel. Guys?
First of all was, what is the main focus in future farming for the year 1 and 2?
So what's the main focus in future farming for year 1 and 2? Well, you're not in year 2 yet, so I'm going to...
Well, actually,
Give them to you.
so what we're doing now, we're teaching students the basics on how to grow plants and the current systems that we have. But we also want students to be prepared for the new technologies that are coming. So we're looking at sustainability, but also new technologies, so completely closed environments without sunlight, for example, or growing on soils that are polluted. So a lot of these technologies are also being discussed, and also further than that, how are we going to deal with that as a country, but also as a world with an increased global population. So that's what the future food systems is about. Yeah.
Thank you. I hope that answers the question. Anything else?
The next question is about the student life. It is, how much does it cost on an average for a room in Den Bosch and Venlo?
Ah, that's a good one. Well, not for us, I guess. Alex, could you answer that?
Around 400.
400
It
euros?
depends where do you want to stay, if you want an apartment or a single room. So yeah, it depends.
And the 400, is that for a single room or for an apartment, rather?
I'm living in an apartment. I'm paying 450, and I'm living with other 2 people.
Right, you share in the
Yeah,
apartment.
yeah.
Other students as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be fun as well.
Yeah.
To hang out with peers. Good.
The other question is, how much does it cost of living for a student in the Netherlands?
Aha, so there's other costs as well, obviously. Someone in the audience, maybe?
Yeah, so,
Could you stand up, please?
so the average cost until now what I spend every month is like around 500 euros if you take food, traveling, and when you hang out with friends, you go out, you spend more money. So 500 is good for a month. Yeah.
Thanks for that. So about 500 a month plus your accommodation.
Alright, the last question is, what are the Dutch like? Do they speak English? What is Dutch culture like?
Okay, so Tamara, this is the moment where we leave the table and
I'm
get
not
the others to
Dutch.
talk. I'm sorry, but you're so well integrated into our culture. Because you're
I'm
Flemish,
originally
aren't you?
Belgian, but I left about 25 years ago or longer.
So what are we Dutch like? Just pretend we're not here, pretend you're talking to your friends, and what are we like?
Very nice people, and everyone is speaking English. Very good, even in the city, which is not that big. So yeah, that's impressive.
Is that the same for the guys around? Do you feel like you get along well without speaking Dutch? Yeah? You don't need it even. Thank you for that. You don't need Dutch. Okay, well,
No school hours for you.
other questions, please. That's all the questions for now. Okay, thank you. That's all we had time for as well. So we're going to switch to our other student on the ground, Laura. Laura is in Venlo at the moment.
Hi Marnix, joining you here from HADS Venlo. My name is Laura and I'm an international student from Canada. I'm studying business management in agriculture and food. I found this university just through a lot of internet searching because I really wanted to do something that was different than everybody back home and have a really cool experience. So let's go see some of the university. So the first area we're going to look at is the common area. I'm meeting my classmates here before class. If we have time between classes to eat lunch, this is where we'll be. The back door actually opens up right into basically the city center of Venlo. So if you want to buy a quick snack or something to drink, you can easily do that within minutes. Let's go check out some partner companies of the HAS. So these companies are places that you're going to visit on excursions, places you could possibly do internships at. Also, people are coming from these companies to give us guest lectures. So in the first block, I went to many companies, but a few of them were Mertens and Raspberry Max. So I've been to these companies, I've talked to entrepreneurs, I got a chance to ask them questions, and it was really, really cool. Let's go look at some classrooms maybe. So throughout the HAS, you're going to see tables and chairs and places where students are just able to meet for their group projects, because we do a lot of group projects, so like an area like this one. A lot of classrooms in the HAS are pretty small. They do have a curtain you can close to make them only the half classrooms. And this is really good because we do a lot of different kinds of educational things than we do in Canada. It's like things like PBL, which is problem-based learning. So you get a realistic case, and then you as a group have to decide what's important, what do you want to find out, and you all do your own research, and then you come back and you share your answers. So it's a really great way to work in small groups, and the classrooms, yeah, they really show that. We have like the tables and we put them in a U, and often like the teachers, they're just sitting right down with us. We call them by their first names. They're really, really approachable to ask questions to, and we get a lot of one-on-one time. So that's a little bit here in HAS Venlo. I hope the rest of the show goes well. See you.